What's up everybody, it's Matt from Peter Glenn, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do a half cab or a nollie frontside 180 on a snowboard. Let's check this out. All right, so learning to do the half cab or even a nollie frontside 180, this is a great next step once you've learned to do butters on your snowboard. Kind of an extra way that you can get into the butters, but also just another fun thing to do while you're riding down the hill. And if you don't know how to do butters yet, check the video link down below in the description to a video about how to do butters. But the half cab is basically a trick that came from skateboarding, and it's where you're riding backwards, you're riding switch. And for me, I'm right foot forward. So for me, I'll be riding left foot forward. I'm doing a 180 from riding left foot forward to right foot forward, but I'm gonna be springing off of my tail, which is now the nose. And the nollie frontside 180, it's literally the exact same trick, but you actually are riding in your normal stance and you're doing a 180 landing switch. But again, you're springing off of your nose. But these are fun tricks to do because again, you can learn to do them just over little lumps, over bumps and things. You can do them over things. You can do them into butters. The possibilities are really just endless because again, it's just kind of a foundational trick to really help you just enjoy the mountain a little bit more, and it does teach you a little bit of good board control. So when it comes down to it, whether you want to learn the nollie frontside 180 or whether you want to do the half cab, they're both the exact same trick and you learn them the exact same way. It's just for some people, they feel a little bit more comfortable doing one more than the other. And usually the half cab is a little bit more relatable because one, if you can ollie your snowboard, you already know how to spring off of the tail of your board. The only difference is that it's in front of you. The other thing about it is that when you land, you're gonna land riding in your regular stance. So when you're starting to do this trick, it's really 3 steps. That's it. It's switching your stance, it's buttering while switching your stance, and then it's buttering and hopping while switching your stance. So right off the bat, start riding. Whether you're riding right foot forward, left foot forward, whatever foot is in the front, we're gonna switch our stance around nice and easy and get to the point where we're riding with our other foot in the front. But do that a few times, nice and easy, getting that board around 180 degrees so you're riding down the hill the opposite direction. So then the next step is that we're going to butter a 180. We're gonna use our upper body, swing towards the bottom of the hill, lift that back by locking your leg and butter around a nice 180. As soon as you come around, set the board down and you're riding the other way again. Now from there, the third step is really where we're doing that exact same thing with the butter, but we're going to pop. We're gonna spring off of the front of the board. And usually you're gonna start doing this maybe around the 90-degree or more mark, from that 90 to 180 degrees. And one thing that you can do is start swinging it all the way around, and when you're almost to 180 degrees, then you can just kind of hop off of that front leg a little bit and land on both feet. The big thing is that we want to pop straight up into the air. We want to take our shoulders and our head, and we want to spring with the natural horizon. We don't want to spring off of the angle of the slope. We want to go straight up into the air, so as we come around, we can set both feet down at the exact same time. If you swing around and you're leaning back a little bit on the tail and we pop with the angle of the board, then the board's gonna shoot out from underneath you. But again, take it nice and easy, swing that board around, and then hop and land right towards the end. Now we want to get that to around the 90-degree mark so you can actually swing the board, and once you get about 90 degrees, then you can spring, and once you get into the air, your body's already moving in that motion. You use your upper body to start your rotation, and once you get into the air, there's nothing that's going to stop you. There's no friction other than the air itself, which is very minimal, so the board's naturally going to want to spin around. But just keep practicing over and over again where you are buttering a little bit less and you're popping a little bit more. Ultimately, we want to be able to just swing our upper body and pop the board, and you're never going to go a complete 180-degree rotation, but we want to get it to the point where we can swing and pop the board earlier, so then we can actually pop it higher and it just looks better too. So as you can see, it's actually just a very easy 3-step process, and once you obviously learn how to switch your stance, once you know how to do butters, and once you know how to ollie too, it's literally switching your stance in a butter and then popping and landing on both feet. The only difference is from the butter to the pop, you're doing a little less lean with the front leg, and you're doing a little bit more lifting and popping. It's going more from that butter technique towards that ollie technique. But again, check all those videos down below about the butters, about how to ollie, and that'll really help get you to the point where you can start doing these half cabs and these nollie frontside 180s. And it's really gonna open up a whole new world of things that you can do on the hill. You can do them in different places, you can do them into things, you can do them over things, you can do them into butters. But if you got any questions beyond what we talked about in the video, definitely leave some comments down below. We're on there every single day trying to answer your questions. We wanna make sure we can get you in some rad gear, but we wanna make sure that you can have some extra fun using it too. Also make sure to like, subscribe, and definitely get that notification bell on too so you can find out when all the new videos drop. And grab yourself a new board and bindings from peterglenn.com and get out there and learn to do some butters and learn to pop them into some half cabs and some nollie frontside 180s, because any day of riding is a good day of riding.